Hi everybody, I'm Ingi from Crochet Art Design and Not So Hot. I'm going to show you guys a tutorial on how to make jellyfish, crochet jellyfish using hairpin. So this is a finished product. It's really cool. You can use this as decoration or as, I'm going to turn mine into a dream weaver, I think. Different things like that. It's very easy to make and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to blow up this here so it's easy for you to see. So this is a hair loom. You can buy it in craft stores, and if they don't have them in your local craft store, you can order it on Amazon. If you can't find one, you can always make one using a toilet roll and knitting needles. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to create something that looks like this to start with. And you're going to need 2 of them. So to do that, you need to set the settings on there, on your hair loom, on the second smallest. So the 2 middle ones. And I use green yarn, and I use crochet hook size 3.0. And so you start with just making a slip knot. That's very easy. And you tighten that, and then you're going to put it on the hair loom. And when it's on the hair loom, you try and make the knot in the middle of the 2 rods, like this. And then you just flip it over. And now if you want to, you can put the top on. There's a top on here that will secure your work so it doesn't fall off. It doesn't slide off by accident. Now you're going to insert a hook in between the loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. So basically a single crochet. So now you've got 1 loop that side and 1 loop that side. And you're going to turn again. So you just flip the hair loom across, and then you do it again. This is very relaxing. And the trick with hair loom is that you make your piece on the hair loom and then you transform it off the hair loom. So it's like an art form in itself, and I think it's my absolute favorite way of crochet. And you just do this until you have 13 loops each side. And then you continue crocheting exactly the same way until you have 13 loops each side. You make 2 of these exactly the same way, and you pull it off. And I have another one here. So they're exactly the same. And we're going to transform these 2 into this very cool jellyfish. So to transform it, we're going to need some more yarn. We're going to join this side here. Either side doesn't matter, with either side on this one. So basically the sideways, horizontal, 1 loop from each going to join together. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with just joining the loops together with a slip stitch. And then I'm securing it with a single crochet, because slip stitches, sometimes the first one especially that you make, will be a bit loose. Then I chain 3. There are many ways you can join these motifs together. And for this pattern, we're going to chain 3 and then single crochet in the next 2 loops together. So 1 loop each motif. And you continue all the way to the end, exactly the same way. 1, 2, 3, a little bit more yarn. Oh, that fell on the floor. And just make sure that the joint is together. I think when you do heirloom crochet, it's really only your imagination that can hold you back. And there is really, like, this was actually made during a team meeting at my other job that I have. We were having a team meeting and I was just playing around with my heirloom, and suddenly I had made this jellyfish. So I thought I have to quickly make a tutorial how to do this before I forget how I actually made it. And with crochet, you know, you can sit in front of the TV, watch your favorite program, and crochet. You turn your days into a creative adventure, whatever you do. You know, you can do something really mundane, and because you crochet, you actually spent that day making something. You turn that day into an absolute, you know, something special, something like an absolute adventure. You created something. It makes life much more enjoyable. And cut that cord. So now it will look like this. Now we're gonna turn it into a jellyfish, and you're gonna start to see it take form. A common way with heirloom crochet is to make circles, and the way they make circles is that one side they basically put the hook through all the loops on one side. So we're gonna leave this alone for now. We're gonna repeat the process, but we're gonna have to do them individually. So you just put your hook through all the loops, and you get your yarn, and you basically thread it through all the loops. And that's how they make circles. And then you slip stitch it together, and then you can go into it and you can make another slip stitch to secure, and then you're going to cut the cord. We're going to do the same thing. Now you see how it's taking form now. I'm going to do the same thing here. So this one is kind of like three-dimensional. And I wanted it three-dimensional. I wanted it to be a bit bulky because it gives it extra form for either the Dreamweaver. I'm thinking of decorating something else with it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with all of the ones I made. This will be like the third one I made today, I think. The third or the fourth one. Slip stitch, and then secure with another slip stitch. And now we have two, as you can see here. We've got two openings here. So it's sort of like this. So this could kind of be like a little basket even. If you didn't want to make it into a jellyfish, this could be a little basket, and you could even turn it into a little cute handbag for a doll. You could chain up a shoulder strap here. But for this project, I'm going to stick with the jellyfish. So what I'm going to do, I want these to be close together, this opening. And the way I'm going to do that is, apart from that, I want to insert here. And I'm actually going to use one of these threads from the other side. And I'm just going to tighten that up. Like that. And I'm going to cut the cord. And so basically, normally in crochet, you will weave in all the ends. But because here you want this is a jellyfish, you want this. But this one here needs to come across a little bit. So you can either use your hook or your sewing needle to just get the ones that are right on the side that doesn't look symmetrical, these yarn bits, to get them more in the middle. Like I just did then. That's up to you if you want to use a sewing needle or whatever looks kind of the neatest for you that you think will look cool. I don't mind really just doing it like this. And it doesn't matter if they're not all the same length, but that's basically how you do it. So that's how you do it. Very easy and very, you can even turn these into earrings. You know, you can do so much with these. You can even start joining these together as well. There is really no limit to what you can make with heirloom crochet, and I hope you will give it a go and have some fun with it. And just, you know, the way I do it is I sit in front of the TV at night after work, I crochet, and I do these things, and I stop even watching TV because my crochet becomes my main focus. It takes me away from just sitting there consuming. You know, it's that I am the one creating and everything else just sort of fades into the background. It's a fantastic way to just switch something on inside of you. So you're not just passively consuming, you are the one actually creating. So I really do recommend that you give it a go and let me know what you're making. Bye!